Hello everyone, myself Dr. Harshini, Associate Professor SJPIT. This is my 7th video on strategic management. Earlier 6 videos I covered first and second module, that is, which includes introduction and external analysis. Another 4 videos starting from now to 3 more in upcoming videos. I'll be covering internal analysis module 3. And what are the contents of this module? Here it is. It includes strategic vision, mission, goals, long-term objectives, short-term objectives, and their value to the strategic management process, resources, capabilities, and competencies, resource-based view of the firm, balance scorecard, SWOT analysis, value chain analysis, benchmarking. So in this video, I'll be covering strategic vision, mission, goals, long-term objectives, short-term objectives, and their values to strategic management process. The rest of the contents will be covered in my upcoming videos. Vision and mission. Well, have you ever been involved in an organization or business that never seems to accomplish very much? Well, regardless of hard work you do, and you just go in circles. The problem may be that you have not decided where you want to go and have not created a roadmap of how to go there. From the perspective of an organization, the problem may be that you are not focusing on what you want to achieve and how you will be achieving it. Below are the series of steps or statements of how to give your organization direction. The first is a statement of vision. It provides a destination for the organization. Next is a statement of mission. This is the guiding light of how to go and get to the destination. Well, these are critical statements for the organization and the individuals who run the organization. So what do you mean by vision? Well, it's a big picture of what you want to achieve, or you can say that it's a statement which defines current and future directions of an organization, whereas mission is a general statement of how you will achieve the mission, or it defines company's action to reach its vision. Well, a company statement often created with a vision and mission is a statement of core values. Core values means how will you behave during the process. So once you have identified what your organization wants to achieve, that is vision, and generally how the vision will be achieved, which is mission, the next step is to develop a series of statements specifying how the mission will be utilized to achieve the vision. So coming to strategies are one or more ways to use the mission statement in order to achieve the vision statement. Although an organization will have just one vision statement and one mission statement, it may have several strategies. Goals, these are general statements of what needs to be accomplished to implement a strategy. And objectives provide specific milestones with a specific timeline for achieving a goal. Well, I'll take it further and explain detail later. But coming back to vision and mission. So vision statement is a mental picture of what you want to accomplish or achieve. For example, your vision may be a successful winery business or an economically active community. So vision of an given example business should be a successful family dairy business. And vision statement is a short statement of why an organization exists, what its overall goal is, identifying the goal of its operation. Or it's a general statement of how the vision will be achieved. The mission statement is an action statement that usually begins with the word to. For example, to provide unique and high quality dairy products to local customers. Okay, so then let me continue with mission statement. It focuses of the vision statement lies on the future. Its purpose is to motivate and to inspire. It defines the future of organization as well as future of its industrial sector and social environment, which shall be influenced by it. The vision statement defines the future. It gives details on future goals and where you wish to be in the future. It motivates to succeed. It explains why you chose to work for it. And when your company develops, it may be tempting to change the vision, but keep in mind that vision and mission are the foundation of everything, so change shall be as minimum as possible. So mission worksheet, this is how it is. You have to answer certain questions, create your own mission statement, So, what are the needs of vision statement? Should be clear and simple, should avoid elaborate language, should be easily explained by those involved, should not be confused with a minimum with a mission statement. So, questions to be answered here while preparing mission worksheet is: where do we want to be in future? What needs to be changed? What should issue be addressed? What are our strengths and advantages? What is our dream end statement? What would success look like? And what are the features of mission statement? So before that, let me just take you back to how all these started, and under strategic intent. Well, the foundation for the strategic management is laid by the hierarchy of strategic intent. The concept of strategic intent makes clear what an organization stands for. As per Harvard Business Review 1989, it describes the concept in its infancy. Mr. Hamid and Prahalad coined the term strategic intent. A few aspects about strategic intent are: it is an observation, it's an obsession with an organization. This obsession may even be out of proportion to the resources and capabilities. It envisions a derived leadership position and establishes the criterion the organization will use to chart its progress. So it involves creating and communicating a vision, designing a mission statement, defining the business, and setting objectives. So here vision serves the purpose of stating what an organization wishes to achieve in the long run, and mission relates an organization to society, whereas business explains the business of an organization in terms of customer needs, customer groups, and alternative technologies. Objective states what it is to be achieved in a given time period. So, what according to you is a vision? Let me again give you some more in detail explanation about vision. It's at the top in the hierarchy of strategic intent. It is what the firm would ultimately like to become. A few definitions are: according to Philip Kotlar defines vision as a description of something. Something here, it can be an organization, corporate culture, business, technology, or an activity. So description of all these or any of these, description of something in the future. So the definition itself is comprehensive and states clearly the futuristic position. According to Miller and Tess, one more definition defined by them defines it as a vision as a category of intents that are broad, all inclusive, and forward thinking. So the definition lays stress on the following, that is, on the broad and all inclusive intentions, and vision is forward thinking process. A few important aspects vision has are: it's more of a dream than articulated idea. It is an inspiration of organization. Organization has to strive and exert to achieve it. It is powerful motivator to action. Vision articulates the position of an organization which it may attain in distant future. So, what are the advantages of having a vision? Well, a few benefits occurring to an organization having a vision are as follows. They foster experimentation. Vision promotes long-term thinking. Visions foster risk-taking. They can be used for the benefit of people. They make organizations competitive, original, and unique. Good vision represent integrity. They are inspiring and motivating to people working in organization. Okay, then coming to mission statement. Well, a mission statement states the role that organization plays in society. It is one of the popular philosophical issue which is being looked into business managers since last 2 decades. So few definitions of mission are, like as per Hanger and Whelan defines mission as purpose or reason for the organization's existence. According to David F. Harvey states, a mission provides the basis of awareness of a sense of purpose, the competitive environment, degree to which the firm's mission fits its capabilities, and the opportunities which the government offers. According to Thompson, defines mission as the essential purpose of the organization concerning particularly why it is in existence, the nature of the business it is in, and the customers it seeks to serve and satisfy. Thompson Yeah, that is the definition defined by Thompson. And these definitions reveal the following, that regarding mission, that it is essential purpose of organization, it answers why the organization is in existence, it is the basis of awareness of a sense of purpose, and it fits its capabilities and opportunities which government offers. Then coming to examples of some vision statements. Well, let me uh, explain the features of mission statement. Well, okay. So mission statement is an enduring statement of purpose, distinguishes one from another in the same business. It is a declaration of the firm's reason for existence. Mission is the purpose of or a reason for organization existence. It's well convincible statement included fundamental and unique purpose which makes it different from other organization. So mission, why and what it develops. Developing mission statement are the next step in action planning process. Organization's mission statement describes what the group is going to do, why it is going to do, and mission statement are similar to vision statements, but they are more concrete and they are definitely more action oriented than vision statements. The mission might refer to a problem such as an inadequate housing, or a goal such as providing access to healthcare for everyone. And while they don't go into a lot of details, they start to hint very broadly as how your organization might go about fixing the problem it is noted. So some general guiding principles about mission statement are, they are concise, that is, although not as short as phrase as a vision statement, a mission statement should still get its point across in one statement. Outcome oriented, mission statement explain the overarching overarching outcomes your organization is working to achieve. And inclusive, while mission statement do make statements about your group's overarching goals, it's very important that they do very broadly. Good mission statements are not limiting in the strategies or sectors of community that may become involved in the project. So developing a mission statement, characteristics of a good mission statement. Mission statement can do a very vary in length, content, in terms of content, format, and specificity. Most practitioners and academicians of strategic management consider an effective statement to exhibit 9 characteristics or components. Because a mission statement is often most visible and public part of the strategic management process, it's important that it includes all of these essential components. That is, it must be feasible and attainable, it must be clear enough, it has to be precise, the formulated mission should not be too broad or too narrow, it must be unique and distinctive to leave an impact in everyone's mind, it should be inspiring for the management staff and society at large. So talking about goals, it is where the business wants to go in the future, its aim. It is a statement of purpose. We want to grow the business into for example, let's take say Europe. Now talking about goals. Okay, so goals denote a broad category of financial and non-financial issues that a firm sets for itself. Well, again talking about the objectives here. Objectives are the ends that state specifically how the goals should be achieved. It is to be noted that objectives are the manifestation of goals, whether specifically stated or not. So objective refers to ultimate end results which are to be accomplished by the overall plan over a specified period of time. The vision, mission, and business definition determine the business philosophy to be adopted in the long run. The goals and objectives are set to achieve them. Well, objectives are open-end attributes denoting a future state or outcome, and are stated in general terms. When the objectives are stated in specific terms, they become goals to be attained. And difference between goals and objectives. Well, objectives, sort of performance goal, launching new product, increasing profitability, or leverage market share, a company tries to achieve. They refer to targets that can be easily understood by everyone associated with it. Okay, So let me now talk about the long term objectives and short term objectives. Okay, so goals that take longer duration to achieve are long term objectives, and those which can be accomplished in shorter duration or very soon are short term objectives. Short term goals are simpler form for long term goals. Short term goals are assumed to be more realistic and have a higher possibility of attainment. Now, talking about goals versus objective, a goal is an achievable outcome that is generally broad and longer term, while an objective is shorter term and defines measurable action to achieve an overall goal. For example, the goal is provide excellent customer service is intangible, but the objective is reduce customer wait time to 1 minute is tangible and helps in achieving the main goal. Okay, let me explain the characteristics of objectives. Well, first characteristic is they form a hierarchy. It begins with broad statement of vision and mission and ends with key specific goals. These objectives are made achievable at the lower level. It is impossible to identify even one major objective that could cover all possible relations and needs. Organizational problems and relation cover a multiplicity of variables and cannot be integrated in one objective. And one more characteristics of objective is it's a specific time horizon. It must be led for effective objectives. This time frame helps strategists to fix targets. And next characteristic is objective must be within reach and is also challenging for employees. If objectives set are beyond the reach of managers, they will adopt a defeatist attitude. Attainable objectives act as a motivator in the organization. Objectives must be concrete. For that, they need to be quantified. Measurable objectives help strategists to monitor the performance in a better way. There are many constraints, internal as well as external, which have to be considered in objective setting. As different objectives compete for scarce resource, objectives should be set within the constraint. So I'm hope clear with goals, vision, mission, goals, objectives, and um, action plan. Okay, so well, putting it all together to help you understand the relationship between each of these statements, examples of strategies, goals, objectives, and action plan, they are shown for business organization designed to improve the rural economy through developing rural business. Okay, so let me just tell you the difference between the goals and objectives. Goals are broad, objectives are narrow, that's what you know. To add to it, goals are general intentions, objectives are precise, goals are intangible, objectives are tangible, goals are abstract, objectives are concrete. Goals cannot be validated as is, objectives can be validated. And what is the purpose of setting objective? It is to convert mission into performance targets. It is to create yardsticks to start performance, to establish performance goal requiring strength, and push firm to be inventive, intentional, and focused. Okay, then I think I covered almost everything. Okay. Well, regarding again long term and short term, effective short term objectives includes measurable priorities linked to long term objectives, and the nature of long term objectives, it should be realistic, it should be measurable, it should be challenging, it should be obtainable, and it should be hierarchical. And there are different forms of long term objectives. They are growth in sales, growth in assets, market share, and profitability. And what are the long term benefits, long term objective benefits? Well, synergy is created between all the functional areas of organization. Clear direction is provided that assist all the functioning of the organization. The quality of activities are stimulated. The resources are better allocated that generates more productive results. The designing of job is more effective. Okay, so to sum up, in this video I covered concepts and the third module, that is internal analysis, and I covered strategic vision, mission, goals, long-term objectives, short-term objectives, and their values to strategic management process. In the upcoming videos, I'll be covering resources, capabilities, and competencies, RBV, balanced scorecard, SWOT analysis, value chain analysis, and benchmarking. So I hope I'm clear with some of the concepts of the third module, that is internal analysis. I'll take you further in my upcoming videos. Thank you so much.